All right, so we learned that in black and white just means it's very easy to understand. It's very probably written clearly for you or said very clearly for you.
Yeah, you're not going to get it wrong somehow. It's like, I know exactly what it is. There's no gray area, we could also say. Okay, now, zebras.
Yeah.
Zebras, black with white stripes. As the article says, most experts describe zebras as being black with white stripes.
Definitely not what I thought. It says,
I got it wrong too.
Yeah, it says this idea is supported by the fact that the animals have dark color skin under their patterned coats. Oh, okay.
So we were kind of right in thinking it's the skin color that's important.
Yeah, that's right. In here we see like grammar point here. It says the fact that we add a subject plus a verb. Now that is a type of noun clause. So we use it to add more information to something else. So the fact that Christina knows Chinese means she can show us around the city. So around Taipei City. Or you can also replace the fact with words like a promise. Like Diana made a promise that she would go to the museum with us. Or you can also use a secret. The secret that Stacy had a 2-year-old daughter was finally revealed.
Wow.
You can even use here. I hear that Joe knows Jeremy Lin.
That's cool. Go Joe. Okay, so we've got these zebras. We also find out that their stripes likely exist to help them with two things, okay? So there's two reasons why zebras have stripes, okay? Now there we use the verb exist, E-X-I-S-T, exist. And here it means to be real, to be found in a particular place or situation. It's there, we can see it, we know it's there, so it exists. Here's another example for this word. Do you think that aliens from other planets really exist?
I do.
You do?
I do. Even though we have not found anything yet, but I'm pretty sure
I suppose
there's something out there.
it's a big universe. There probably should be something somewhere.
Yeah, or maybe we are the aliens to other people.
Yeah, that's probably true. We're pretty weird.
Yeah, humans can be weird. All right, next the article says, they help zebras stay cool and they also keep many from becoming another creature's dinner. So that's why zebras also have this kind of patterned skin. So that's one of the reasons.
Okay, so well, two, it's the cooling down and hiding from lions and stuff like that wants to eat them. Let's look at the first one, the cooling down. The article says zebras' stripes achieve the former, so that's the cooling one, by deflecting up to 70% of the heat that hits them during the day. So this is an interesting word, deflect. It means to cause something to change direction, often after it hits something. So think of a guy playing baseball. He's got a bat. He swings the bat at the ball, and the baseball hit the player's helmet instead of the bat and deflected away from the catcher. So the catcher thought he was going to get it. The ball hit the helmet and flew off in another direction. So yeah, sunlight can be deflected by white things. White kind of bounces a lot of the sunlight away. So the white stripes keep it cool.
Right, especially in the place that they live in. It's very hot there, so it's super useful for them. Next, the article says, as for the latter, experts believe the animal stripes make a group of zebras look like one large mass. So as for is a phrase and it means in regards to or when you're speaking about something. So you can use it as for somebody or as for something. For example, as for James, he doesn't want to eat fast food anymore. Now, in the article earlier, we talked about as for the latter. Okay, it means that for the last point or the last thing we mentioned. So first we talked about how the skin on the coat on the zebra's coat reflects off or deflects off the light. We're talking about the last point, the second point.
Okay, and that latter thing means the second of the 2 points, so about hiding the zebras and stopping them from getting eaten by lions or other big animals, crocodiles and things like that. Now, the way that works, now some people might think, well, does it help them hide in the grass with the stripes?
No, that would be an easy target, I think, for the animals, right?
Maybe helps them hide in the shadows, who knows? But the article explains what it actually does is when the lion sees the zebras all together, it makes a group look like one large mass. Now, the word mass is a noun. It's spelled M-A-S-S, mass, and it means a large body or a piece of something with no real definite shape, okay? For example, the heavy rain turned my English homework into a big mass of wet paper. So instead of being 3 or 4 pieces of paper, it's now just a lump.
Big group of wet
big
paper.
Pile. So words like lump, pile, clump, other things like that. And that's kind of what we mean by mass. We don't really know how big or how small it is, although it's probably usually quite big.
Yeah, usually it's a large
It's got
thing.
no shape that we can describe. It's just a big pile, basically. And that's how the stripes actually work. So instead of seeing one zebra, they just see like this big black and white thing over there.
So it's kind of like an illusion, optical illusion.
It's a trick, yes,
Yeah.
it's a trick.
Okay, so let's see. In the article, it says, this might confuse lions and hyenas that are looking for an easy meal. Okay, so it makes sense because we mentioned again that all of these patterns, all of their stripes are together as a mass. Maybe the lions and hyenas think, wow, that's a huge,
That's a really big
that's a really
thing,
big animal.
Because they can't see where one zebra ends and the next one begins. They just see something the size of a hill.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So this makes them confused, or it confuses them. And that's also our vocabulary word. It's spelled C-O-N-F-U-S-E, confuse. It's a verb and it means to make something not clear and not easy to understand.
Yeah, like not black and white, to use that phrase we saw
Exactly.
earlier in the article.
It's the opposite of black and white.
Yes.
For
Very
example, super gray, because, for example, I can say, this math problem confuses me. I don't get it. And that's because I'm not very good at math anyway.
No, me neither.
So it's not very easy for me to understand. I don't know what these problems mean or what things I need to use to solve it. So it confuses me. Or we can also change it to an adjective as well. If you say confused with an ed, it's an adjective. So I feel very confused. It means you feel like you don't really understand this thing at all.
Exactly. Now, another word we mentioned there was hyena. Now, you probably know what a lion is. You may not know a hyena is another kind of, I think they're more related to dogs than cats. They live in sort of deserts, certainly in Africa. And I guess they're famous if you've seen the film The Lion King. They're those kind of grey bad guy creatures who are always making the crazy laughs. Yeah, hyenas make this odd laughing noise, which sounds a little bit scary.
Can you make the sound?
I can't.
I can't as
No,
well.
I can't do a hyena laugh, but it's really, really odd. Check it out on YouTube or something, see some animal video. So whatever these animals are, hyenas, lions, crocodiles, they just can't figure out, okay, I want to eat that, but it's really big and I don't know where to start eating it.
Yeah.
So as long as the zebras stick together in a group, in a family, then they might confuse the predators, we call them. But if one of them wanders off on its own,
be careful there.
It's probably not going to get out alive.
That's right. So
Okay, well that brings us to the end of today's article and the first of our 2 fun facts. So now let's go to our For You chat question.